Hello. Happy New Year, I guess. How's everyone doing? How's things? I hope everybody's doing great. I hope you're all doing very well. I hope you're healthy. I hope you have something, you know, planned for tonight. I mean, New Year's Eve and being all alone, it's not very pleasant. So I really hope the best. No stream to. I'm reading. Well, of course I'm gonna be on Twitter right now because of course. I really wanna see what everyone else is doing. Happy New Year's Eve. Hope to see you all next year. Gonna stream on New Year's. Well, I'm not gonna stream on New Year's. I'm gonna stream tonight. Those who once again say learn Live 2D to be their New Year resolution, let's try again this year. From that Brian. Yeah. What the fuck is Live 2D? What is live? Oh crap. Oh, what is this? European children are taking all of the good doms for themselves. What the fuck? Common child punishments for bad behavior. Oh shit. Spanked is almost the entirety of Russia and all the countries around Russia, like Austria and Ukraine. No phone is in Germany. Oh no, wait a minute. Starvation is in Germany. Wait a minute, what? Oh crap. Yelled at is in Norway, in Italy, and in Spain. No games, it's in Britain and France. Assault, all types, is Greece and the entire Balkans. And Turkey is abandoned. Oh crap. Oh, okay. You know, I'll take the assault instead of the abandonment. Oh, way off. Oh, nice way to start off the stream. God damn. Not gonna lie. It is a nostalgic day, you know. Yeah, nostalgic day because you know, for those who actually get melancholic like myself, fuck me. No, don't. I do not fuck me. Excuse me. Ads. What I was saying is that I I do get nostalgic and I do like reminisce about, you know. There we go. Some nice music. Lo-fi, no copyright. I do tend to think back and be like, okay, what kind of person did I became this year? Was I a better person than last year? Was I a bad person? Perhaps next year it's gonna be better or worse. Today's the last day of the year. I wanted to thank you all so much for staying by my side. I'm very excited for 2023. I can't wait to make an even more. I can't wait to make even more memories with you all. Thank you all for an incredible amount of love and support. I love you. I love you, my little Astros. Okay. From Milky. And she's on vacation these days. Man, if I was to say, what I want for 2023 is merry weather. In 2023, I will personally ensure, as King of the Philippines, that we will become the richest nation in the world. Oh, never. So what was I saying? Yes, 2023. I just hope for a little bit more. Just a little bit more, like maybe I can manage to get to 1,000 subscribers, to 1,000 followers on Twitter. Maybe, just maybe, I can manage to do a little bit more. You know, I do not mind how far do I get, as long as I do not, you know, I do not like stay as is or even lose progress. Like, as long as I progress even in a little bit, I am satisfied. Did I progress this year? Well, I did progress. I did some progress, yeah. Give me 1 second. Excuse me. So, what was I saying? Yes, I was saying I did something this year. Not much, but oh, excellent. God damn. I just walked into my channel and 2 people unsubscribed. Way to go. I mean, if they do not want this kind of content, it's understandable. Most people who have subscribed so far into my channel subscribed because I just made that one clip from Sarah. So, you know, no offense. I mean, I just don't really know how to put a balance in my life. You see, so far I have been able to keep up. And I will be honest with you all. So far, I have been able to keep up because I do not actually have a full-on job. So far, I have been managing whatever I have managed, and focused on my studies and all that, on my other activities, only because I don't really have a full-time job in order to, spend too much time over to that. But I'm afraid that soon enough I'm gonna have to get a job, and I'm not happy about it because job is a real pain in the ass. But what I am afraid the most is that I will probably start, I will start, like, if you thought that I already do not do much for the channel, well, guess what? I'm gonna do even less after I get a job. I do not know why, but I never really had much of a. I never really had much of. I, I was never really energetic enough to do too much on a single day, you know. And since a job means that I will probably have some random days, it's not gonna be like jobs in Greece are not like straight up, you know, 5 days a week, you know, 9 to 5 kind of thing. No, 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 no. Jobs in Greece are very random when it comes to schedules. At least the jobs I get from my, you know, from my departments, tourism and all that. Thus, I'm afraid I'm gonna end up, you know, not being able to stream enough, not being able to stream enough, or I'm gonna stream too little, or I'm not gonna really be energetic enough on the when I'm streaming. So yeah, I I I cannot lie. I'm not very optimistic about, you know, I'm not very optimistic about, you know, uh, the new year. Even though I shouldn't be like that, I'm sorry, but for me, like this is something that I should really like fix on myself to stop seeing the glass half empty every time. For me, I'm more of a pessimistic person, unfortunately, and I know that's a problem. That is like being self-conscious about it is even worse. Like you really hate yourself, like for what you are. But for some reason, you cannot help but have this feeling anyway, and you cannot fight this feeling. So for me, it's more like a fear, not an opportunity, but quite the opposite. The fact that you know what, next year, next year I'll probably have my channel on 100 subscribers instead of the opposite way, and be like, oh yes, I will reach 1,000. Man, I was never. What the fuck? Come on. I, I do not know. Oh, but wait. Why did it? Oh, okay, it's the same shit. Yeah. Excuse me. What was I saying? Yes, I was saying. I am not that much of a pioneer. I mean, I have good ideas, but the problem not being able to execute them, or not being able to, like, wanting to go but not that far. Get it? Like, that's the mentality of it. Like, you really want to go, but in reality, you're not really willing to go that far. For me, I feel like I'm holding back. Or as a matter of fact, I just feel like I'm not doing enough. And with a new year, I'm afraid I'm gonna do even less. Like, we're gonna have more downs than ups. And thus I'm gonna end up, you know. Thus I'm gonna end up, you know, probably quit this altogether. I'm not thinking about quitting, but you know, if I find myself in Oh, hey, I have done 1,520 tweets as of now. Excellent. Because I just, tweeted about, I just tweeted about, me streaming right now. Chibi. My God, if we hit 200,000 followers before 2023, impossible. I'll get a fairy model. 200, 200k. Fuck. Oh no. Okay. This new year is already a kick in the ass for many people. You know, as I said before, let me rephrase what I just said. I'm not thinking about, quitting streaming. I'm not thinking I'm not thinking about, I it's not uh it's not my goal to just slack off. Like, I really want to do more. How much more I can do, that is very questionable. Thus, like, I feel like I'm gonna be restrained with many, responsibilities on my daily life, and thus I will not do what I want to do. But you know what? I will just keep trying. Perhaps I will find myself in a position where I'm gonna be canceling some streams, or perhaps I'm gonna change the schedule entirely. And the schedule is gonna be even less. Like, you think like only 3 streams per day is not enough? Well, guess what? It's gonna be even less than that. Mm. What is this? Kids who grew up feeling lonely may become adults who seek love where it's not available, isolate themselves when things go wrong, are always there for others but feel invisible, blame themselves when people hurt them, feel deep emptiness and loneliness inside. That's probably accurate. Are known by many but still feel they have no real friends or deep connections. I'm pretty sure that everybody at some extent feels like that, especially if you're on Twitter. It is what it is. Remember yesterday's tweet? Yeah, it is what it is. We did manage to do. We did manage to do Um, we did manage to do a lot of this year. A lot. Like, crap, I have only been 3 months around. And I have actually managed to do quite a lot. Not gonna lie. Wait a minute, let me see something. Live global map? No, wait. Global time zone map. Yeah. Okay, let's see. Yes, but I want to, like, live what is right now. Ah, okay, we found it. So right now it is 2.5 in Greece and in general in Eastern Europe. In Japan right now it's 9.5. In Tokyo, yeah. In New Zealand is New Year. Yay. Congrats. Happy New Year. In New Zealand they did it. They managed. They are already at, at New Year's. Probably. Well, we are technically like just by 2 hours. Like in 2 hours, the East is going to start, having the New Year. We still have 10 hours left. Well, not 10 hours, 9.5 hours, but yeah. Yeah. Interesting indeed. In Washington right now, it's 7:30 a.m. While in Los Angeles, it's 4:30. Their day has just, started. Day. It's still night, but you get it. I'm gonna watch a couple of videos, I'm thinking. A couple of videos to, return a little bit to the... To return to see, like, what are those amazing videos? Like, what's this before 2023? What's this before 2023? The Slander. Maybe, yes, let's watch the Slander. Why not? It's gonna be fun. Excuse me, I have to close the music for now. Let me open up I'm just gonna watch videos. Because I'm just bored. I don't really have much planned. I just wanted to make a chill stream today. And just talk. and just ramble. Let's watch this first. No, I didn't want to watch ads. Why do you do this to me? Wait. It's fast. Oh, it's way too fast. Okay, so let's see here. First, the chads, the reveals. God damn it, the memes this year weren't really that bad. Actually, I don't think there is a year that you have like bad memes. No bitches. Maidenless. Oh god damn it, the classy, the fucking clown girl. Oh god damn it, that was one hell of a... Man. God damn. I'm probably gonna get copyrighted for the, you know, the ooh, who's this awesome guy, right? The slander. I really want to see the slander. I wonder if I'm gonna get copyrighted, but at this point I don't care. You know, this even if this video might be restricted, I do not really care. It is technically, you know, for the... It is technically, you know, just for the fun, so... I just really want to keep the, you know, the archives. That's why. That was something I did not actually watch at all. I haven't, like, whatever happened to other platforms other than Twitter and YouTube, I have no idea where they came from. To Ohio. State of the year. Well, yeah. For some reason, Ohio really got the, you know, state of the year today. This year. Yeah. Goddamn American Psycho. I haven't watched this movie, but I really want to watch it. Dementia in 2022. Now wait till you get 2023. I forgot. Where is he taking the sink? God damn it. Man, I'm so glad. Actually, I have to be honest with you. Let me talk. Let me talk a little bit about football, okay? I'm actually glad that Messi, like, yeah, I prefer Messi more than Ronaldo. Like, okay, you can rain hell down on me. I'm not saying that Ronaldo is a bad player. He's indeed very good, a very skilled player. I just really like Messi for his personality a little bit more. I'm not sure. Perhaps I see Messi a little bit more humble than Ronaldo. Even though I might be wrong from my perspective, which I do not really watch too much football, I just really like Messi. Oh, and there was also this Lay's commercial for the chips where Messi was starring, and at the end of the at the end, I'm not sure how how much edited that was, but at the end of the commercial of the Lay's, they also had, you know, because that commercial also reached Greece, they had one of the Greek players, Greek football national players of, you know, of Greece, of the Greek team, Samaras. Basically, the commercial was like, let me find it real quick. Actually, let me open up a different window real quick, because I really, since I'm talking about it, I really want to see. Not Messi. Where is it? Where is it? Is this it? Is this it? Oh, fuck these ads. Man, I'm not gonna survive until 2023 at this point. I'm gonna die from ads. No, I'm not buying fucking YouTube Premium, okay? Mm, I guess there are many variations of this specific ad, but Messi has done many, Lace commercials throughout the years. But where is the one with Samaras? Yeah, there it is. Messi and Samaras. What's this? That one of the main reasons why I just like Messi, because he was in a commercial along with Samaras. That's just it. They want a photograph, and they steal from him the lays while every time they take a photograph, and he's like, "Oh, run out." You see? Yeah, it's in Greek. And there is Samaras, the Greek. And there is Samaras also eating lace, and uh, like the one ad that I actually like. There are very few ads out there that I genuinely like, but you know, now you get me. I remember when I watched it, I actually laughed for the first time many years ago. I was still very young. Back then, I was still a teenager. Damn, and now I'm a full-grown adult. Okay, I'm not fucking old, but you get it. Like now, it has been like what 4 years since that commercial or so. Where were we? Yes, slander. Oh, but and there is also this other commercial that everybody's like, where is Messi? Where is Messi? Where is Messi? And they're like, Messi is in your heart. Is within you. Messi is within us. And every time, like the first time I watched it, like it was 2 days ago, 3 days ago. Everybody like was, where is Messi? Where is Messi? Me being the depresso espresso guy. Everybody asks, where is Messi? But nobody asks, how's Messi? Memes YouTubers going to make new content. Wait. What? Memes YouTubers going to make new content for whole 2023. Man, I really wonder what are going to be. Like every year, like you eagerly wait for the new memes. At this point, it has become like the culture, like everybody like pursues. Like everybody wants to stay relevant. That's why everybody like thinks or finds something very hilarious, and then everybody has to remix it in their own colors, basically. I have to be honest with you though, the Chad memes this year were perfect. For some reason, like they were just perfect. I'm telling you. What did you do? What did you do for whole 2022? What did I do? 2023 intro. I don't care. I don't care what happens to me. Oh, Morad's excellent. Oh, Jurassic. Anyway, where were we? Perhaps I can just escape a little bit like that. Escape. I mean, watching videos a little bit and reacting to them. I have seen many people do it. Like this is how they like sometimes like before I started my channel and full on like streaming myself, um I was actually questioning like wait a minute. How the hell do these people stream every day for at least 3 hours or so? Some of them are streaming full on like 10 hours or 12. So while I was thinking that, like I started like trying to notice a little bit more what they do, and except of just talking, They also, you know, uh, just watch videos and memes and such. And I'm like, can you get away with that? Can you actually like watch other videos and be like, okay, okay, I actually just, did what I did. But I mean, I just do what I do. And people actually, hang out with them. I guess it is actually more easier for other people to stream, like not stream, but to hang out on a stream with 1 month remains till Dead Space for the Dead Space remake. Oh my god. Oh, do not remind me. Fuck that shit. Oh man. Oh, Dead Space, Dead Space. Man, let me tell you something. After the problems the Callisto Protocol um ended up having, now everybody is looking forward for, Dead Space remake. Like everybody wants to have that feeling yet again. And let me tell you something, for a fact that the very moment it drops, everybody is gonna play it. And I mean everybody. Hey Tiger, how are you? The Twitch streamers, at the very least, the VTubers I watch are all gonna be playing it at the very first week. Markiplier is gonna play it. Everybody's gonna play it. You see, and this is like my question right here. Is this really how you remain relevant? By the way, Tiger, Happy New Year, or at least Happy New Year for the next 9 hours that remain. I will not stream tomorrow, so might as well just say that right now. How have you been, Tiger? And my question is this really all there is? If you are a VTuber with 500 or less followers, please reply. I need to follow you. Um, okay. You know what? Might as well just go the easy way. And I won't be able to follow Twitch accounts. What? How am I supposed to reply? Most people just reply with their picture and just say something. Hi, I'm this guy. Hmm. Perhaps if I make more connections. By the way, we do not have music and I do not like that. Excusez-moi. There we go. Music actually makes the whole atmosphere. So yeah. Perhaps if I am lucky enough, I will find more connections in order to. I'm thinking of hiring, perhaps you know what? If I am actually going to keep this up, I'm probably gonna hire an editor at some point. Let me tell you something, editing is not my strong point. Mostly because I don't really own like the very expensive programs for editing. Even though I do know how to edit. And not to mention that sometimes, editing is very much of a chore. Like you really got to grind sometimes. Like especially if you put subtitles. Let me tell you something. I did not believe that I would say this ever to myself, but my god, editing subtitles, it's the biggest pain in the ass. Like I'm telling you, like a 5-minute video with subtitles takes me at the very least 1.5 hours to, I'm not really that fast at typing, and I really want to time you really have to time the color of the subtitles, the position, the time it's going to be on screen, Like you can have subtitles on the screen for like 5 minutes or 5 seconds. Like you can actually arrange that. You can use After Effects, it's easy. Well, it's not about being easy, it's about doing a good job. And when you want to do a good job, Tiger, it takes a lot of time and dedication, regardless. Like when you edit subtitles specifically. If I was to just create a, if I was to just create a video without subtitles at all, it doesn't take that much. I'm actually quite fast. It doesn't take that much at all. But sometimes I just like to experiment a little bit on my own also, because I'm thinking of making a joke of the clip or of the, of whatever the of whatever I'm actually making, and like trying to play a little bit with the effects of the program actually gives me even more ideas. Get it? But still, it takes a lot of time that sometimes I'm like, okay, you know what? I'm gonna edit this one video real quick and I'm gonna upload it today. And then I end up, like spending so much fucking time not being able to finish it today, and tomorrow I didn't plan it for tomorrow, so it starts becoming, it starts becoming a little bit of a problem because I don't know when I will find time to edit the next part, and by the time I finish that video, it has become irrelevant. Like for some reason, like this is the spiral of madness, and for me, I'm like, okay, you know what? Maybe I really need to know, like, to start, having a little bit more connections with people that are going out, with people who are willing to, help me in order to have a steady growth. Like, I do not really want fast growth because I do not really know how to handle myself yet, like, in such a, I do want, something great to happen of this channel in the long run. But at the same time, I do not want it to be too fast, because I I'm just not ready. Like, get it? I know it's free, but you can make a good job with it. Well, yeah, I do not really look for new programs. I do have programs that are already, satisfy me with what I do. And it's not the difficulty that scares me, it's the time consumption. Get it? And sometimes, if you like try to be creative on so many departments, okay, like I write my scripts, right? I write stories and such. I also want to think about what videos I want to make. I also want to think about what videos I want to edit and upload on YouTube. Also, I have to, respond and talk on Twitter and do things there. Like, you're starting to feel a little bit burnt out from the creativity. That, like, you're trying to be creative on every single department. I'm not really sure how to explain it, but for me, if I had an editor who could think of 1 or 2 jokes of their own when editing the video, for example, it would feel a little bit like less of a burden for me and more of a, a better investment. And as I said before, it's not about growing big way too fast. It's about just having a steady growth. Because if I was to say to you, hey, did it hurt me that I today found out that 2 people actually unsubscribed to me right before the change of the year? Well, it did hurt, yeah. Because the problem is that I did not gain any subscribers either. So the fact that I lost subscribers became noticeable. And to me, I'm constantly thinking, okay, you know what? At the end of the day, it was their choice, yes, but was there anything I could do? Something more, something to interest them just enough in order to for them to not subscribe, or interest some other people in order to subscribe in their place. Like, I have to be honest. As much as I enjoy streaming, talking, playing, and doing all this shit, the fact that I do start building up the content creator stress, it's something that now I realized. And I'm like, fuck. 2023 is gonna be an interesting year indeed. I just hope I will be able to progress more, and not fall back. And if you were to ask me, is this really all you want all you want for the new year? Well, I have to be honest with you. I am a little bit of a realist myself. Like, I really do not want to have too high expectations. Because, unfortunately, whenever I have high expectations, I'm actually expecting myself to reach them. And when I do not reach them, I end up, feeling a little bit down. That's why I want to be realistic, in order to not feel disappointed afterwards. I want to have low expectations, or at the very least, I want to have realistic expectations in order to be more, in order to be more uh in order to be more satisfied with the fact that I had a decent goal in my mind and I reached that goal. It's less about expectations and more about being realistic with your goals. It's not like I do not really have high expectations on myself on the far future, but until then, I do really want to have the, everyday progress. That is the thing. Do you have snow in your country? Well, we do have in the mountains, but the weather has been kinda warm lately. On Athens, no, we do not have. On the cities, we do not have snow yet. It has been kinda warm. Like, I expected to snow at the end of January. That's when the real cold comes here in Greece. At the end of January with the beginning of February, that's when it gets really cold in Greece. Do you have snow, Tiger? There is actually a guy here, Nostalgic Gamer. Do you know someone over 40 who still plays video games? Well, of course I know him. He's me. That's actually a very good one. No, I don't. Well, what can you do? So, all of the classic Warner Bros. Cartoons released from 1951 to 2004 are no longer on HBO Max. This includes many restored cartoons unavailable on home video in that form as of now. Man, that's shit. Damn. I hope they restore them. They will find a way to restore them. Hmm. What the fuck is this? Metal Gear Solid apparently confirmed. What do you want to see in the remake? A remake of oh my god, a remake of Metal Gear Solid. Damn. That would be amazing. No problem. I know. I don't. No problem. I know someone has 50-year-old and he's still playing video games. Well, yeah. Everyone with their hobbies, my friend. Everyone has hobbies, I guess. Suhei Yoshida. Goodbye 2022. It was a great year, thankfully. And he has like a beer glass over here. It says Devolver corporate standard gift item. Tan card. Man, Suhei Yoshida was always such a good man. He's the former head of PlayStation. And now he's helping, indie developers who develop indie games for PlayStation. I do really have some, You don't need to care about years if you have fun. Indeed, you do not need. If you're having fun, indeed, you are actually, very. You don't need anyone or anything. You don't care about years. You don't care. You just care about your own thing, and that is great. Doing your own thing, doing your own things. Yeah. As I said, as for goals, I just want to be a little bit. I want to become better at singing and voice acting. Obviously, actually, I want to voice lessons for not singing, for voice acting mostly. But I also ended up learning how to sing because I wanted to learn how to sing karaoke and such. Really? Well, yeah, just as I said before, I just want to have realistic goals. So for 2023, I just want to become, better with my voice. I want to grow a little bit more, like 1,000 subscribers on YouTube, 1,000 followers on Twitter. That's all I want for 2023. But I'm afraid I'm asking for too much because I'm not really that creative when it comes down to content creation in order to, grow so much within a year. But then again, never say never. I'm not sure. I have a fear that I will not manage, but at the same time, I really want to try anyway. Besides, I don't know. I guess, for VTubing specifically, there are not many people, there are not enough, male VTubers. So, especially for someone like me who's just a PNG, it's gonna take quite a few years. And I'm afraid, I should probably, have a little bit more realistic expectations. Okay, you know what, maybe if I do 1 or maybe 2 viral videos, I will end up having at the very least 500 subscribers on YouTube at the very least. Maybe it will lead, but it will come at the end. Maybe it will be late. What do you mean? Maybe it will be late, but it will come in the end. Maybe. You have to keep having, you need to have hope. I mean, your goal. Yeah. Man, fuck you. Right at the moment I was talking about that, look at that. Look at that. I have to show you this. From Jacksepticeye. Who are you? I am you from the future. Who are all these people? Our fans. So it means we did it. God damn it. I mean, maybe one day my future self will come too. Maybe one day my future self will come to tell me something like this too. Happy New Year. I mean, Markiplier specifically was the one who really made me want to, become a content creator. But maybe again, you have to be a little bit realistic. You cannot really expect that everyone will be a winner. Who knows? Maybe I will achieve a goal and I will end up, being maybe I will achieve another goal. Well, that's what I'm trying to say. Maybe I will not become a great content creator, but maybe I will become a good actor. Who knows? Or maybe I will become a good writer, which is what I actually want. Writing scripts, it was always something that I really wanted to manage to do. But I don't really have any... I don't really have any leads yet to that. Maybe in a few years, who knows? Or maybe, if I'm lucky enough, this year. But not too soon. Who knows? You never know. You just have to keep holding on and keep dreaming and keep hoping. Everybody just looks for a chance in the sun, Do you plan to become a cartoon maker? Well, I do want to become an animator, or at the very least, make scripts for video games or cartoons and, anime and such. But to be fair, I do not really, accept all the experience I have as a viewer, as a consumer, and everything self-taught I managed myself to learn. I don't really have any actual experience with anyone who, as a tutor, like having a tutor to, teach me with their own experience or, any professional experience for that matter. I just want to, manage to do something at some point and be proud of it, That's what my real goal is. To feel proud about managing to do something that I really want. I mean, maybe we can work together. I make animation and you can write the story. Well, yeah. If you know how to make animation and you want someone to write a story, you want someone to write the story. Yes, I can do that. I cannot guarantee that will be perfect, but depending on what you want to make, you can tell me, and I can, you know, I can try to work it out. I'm still learning. Well, I'm still learning too. So yeah, take your time. You never know. I'm also just taking my time, Just, you know what? Just learn, observe, and maybe the chance will come at some point. What the fuck? Cristiano Ronaldo just signed the biggest contract in football history. 200 million euros per year. 16.67 million per month. 3,888 million per week. 555 euros per day. 23,150 per hour, 360 386 euros per minute, and 6.5 euros per second. What in the hell are you talking about? Well, I have to be honest with you, congrats for him, but still money doesn't really bring happiness, Cristiano Ronaldo just does what he loves, football, and that's probably the biggest, achievement he ever wanted. I'm expecting a new laptop in this new year. When I have it, maybe things will be easier. Well, yeah, having better equipment really helps. Hey, if I didn't buy this year a new computer, I wouldn't be streaming right now. My old computer was so slow. Like, when I say so slow, I mean fuck me. Cristiano Ronaldo is a gang. Yeah, true. Oh crap, by accident I closed down the window. Shit. There we go. That's just it. I hope for the new year I will just be able... God damn it, I have to like this. God damn it. I have to actually say something about this. Excuse me, I'm going to a different mind right now. Genshin Impact. They are not hot and they are hot and muscular to me, and it's basically some of the protagonists. Their abs, basically. And there's this other guy who's like, look over here. These are like the abs they have, like, for the Bennett, Ether, and the other guys. I can't remember the names, sorry. And they're like, Genshin fandom is embarrassing. They keep calling the scrawniest little dudes muscular when this man exists in the game, in the same game. I have to be honest with you. They do not really make the player characters for Genshin Impact like this. And I really hate it because I would play like this guy actually. I really like muscular dudes, like Kratos, you know? And the only muscular dude is that other guy, the Oni, and he's not really muscular either. Like he doesn't really have this very like big back. And I as a person, like you can see it even in my model, you can see like my character has a huge back. Does not really compare to these little boys right here, because these are actually boys in my book, in every Greek's book at this point. A guy like this though, man, I would play like him. I would maximize everything he has. Like I would just have him as my main. So yeah, I really hope at some point maybe Genshin will just, you know, go ahead and change that. Muscles, yeah, you know, masculinity, yeah, like you really have to focus on that, like. Boys. Well, yeah, there are boys. I mean, this is not what you call a man. Like, let me tell you something. I have, you know, I'm going pancreation, right? I have seen the actual muscles of a man, and I'm not talking about steroids and shit. Like, I'm actually talking people who just have a good diet and they exercise daily. And their muscles are like, fuck me, like you think you will punch them and they will not feel a thing. It will feel like you were the one who punched the wall. Anyway, I'm ranting about something entirely different right now. This isn't what you know. This isn't what the stream is about. But then again, my streams are a little bit random anyway. We wish you a new year as fabulous as Dandelion from the Witcher, you know, account. Yeah. I have to be honest with you. Back like last year, I did tweet that this is going to be a different year, 2022. And for the most part, it was. Like I did manage to achieve some realistic goals, such as the PC, me getting better at singing, because I did actually got better, but I just want to be even more better. I haven't really reached my full potential when it comes to voice acting and singing. I really need way more practice. And I started my channel, and I actually managed to make a video that went viral. For the first time in my life, I got 140 views. So that was crazy. It's a good thing if you have a good body, but you need to work hard for it. Well, yeah, and you see, the thing is that you need to work hard for anything, because even for exercising, if you manage to get a good body and then you stop exercising, you're gonna lose progress, you know. And that is just something that happens to everything and everyone. You simply cannot abandon what you're doing, because what you abandon will abandon you. If you are good at singing, you're gonna lose your power to sing if you stop singing. If you have a healthy good body, you will not have a healthy good body if you stop exercising or watching out for your diet. Because let me tell you something, eating sweets all day, it's not healthy for anyone anyway. And that said, you always have to dedicate yourself for what matters the most to you, and have a nice balance to that. But work and jam is two different thing. And jam, well, no. Listen to me. Everything falls down about, when it comes down to grinding something, like If you're working on learning how to play the guitar, or if you're learning how to, how to, I don't know, like do some kind of art, such as drawing. If you do not exercise that, if you do not exercise like in if you do not exercise your body, you're gonna lose progress. If you do not exercise your art, such as drawing, or such as you know what was I saying, such as singing, as I said before, yeah, well, you will end up losing progress. You will start forgetting what was the, what was the tricks that you were using, and ultimately you will end up becoming weaker. That is something that happens to everyone, really. True. Well, what but tell me one thing that I say and it's not true. Okay, I'm joking. You need to have a nice balance into, doing what into into doing like your work, but at the same time, like, like, not not overdoing it. Like, you don't really have to burn yourself out to become the best of the best of the best. Man, am I? Ooh, I really want to talk about something sensitive a little bit. Am I allowed to talk about something like this though? I do not really want to cause a fuss. And you know what? I do not want to find myself into being part of the drama, but I really want to talk my opinion over it. So let me go ahead and just, talk about it, because why not? There was a new Nijisanji wave, in case you do not know. I cannot remember their name, their title. Exhale. How? Crap. How do they? Let me think. Let me think. How do they call themselves? I cannot remember. I cannot remember the title. Not the title. Yes, the. I cannot fully remember the generation name. I miss the other friends in chat. I was imagining this stream will be fun. Well, look, everybody has their own things to do. And they came to my stream by accident, because mostly they came here because I suppose it was because I tagged them on Twitter most of the time. Hamburger comes from time to time, but other than that, everyone else does not show up daily, unfortunately. I was hoping for them to be here too, but if they have other things to do, okay, that's fine. You cannot really pressure others to be here. I'm personally very glad that you are here, Tiger, and it really means a lot to me. I really was hoping that it would be a little bit more interesting if there were the others here too. But that's one of my goals for the next year too. Being entertaining enough in order to manage to in order to manage to have a community here. like to have actual people, other friends, and other, other viewers in general, just, coming in and having a little bit of fun. The ironic thing is that I'm pretty sure they watch the fact that I do actually stream right now. Like, they actually do know, because I actually tweet all the time that hey, at this time I'm going live. I tweet it almost like I tweet about me streaming 12 hours before the stream, like last night, and at the time of the stream. Get it? So they probably know. They just can't make it. Yeah, life is hard. Yeah, it is hard. Life is hard for everybody. Yes, so I was talking about Exolale. That's the name of the, that's the name of the, of the wave, of the generation name. So apparently one of the talents actually just made, they said a bad word, the retard word, and to be honest with you, I understand that it's very bad for some people to, do you have work? If I do, if you're asking if I do have a job, I do not have a job yet, but I'm pretty sure I'm gonna end up having to get one soon enough. Oh, hey, I got a follower. Thank you very much. Yay. At least, hey, at least I have a steady growth on Twitter. Like every week or so, I get one more follower. So, thumbs up. So she said that bad word, but you see, I saw the clip of when she said the bad word, and she said that word, even though she said it casually, she said it when she was playing a video game for the video game, and unlike the West, like when I say West, I mean like very, very West. I mean like, like the Western Europe, and including the entirety of America. There is actually this idea that you shall not speak of, you shall not speak of sensitive things in such a manner, regardless whether you're saying it as a joke, whether you are actually hateful and you actually mean it, or whether you just slipped up. Like, people just hate on people who just, swear on certain words in some way, and they always try to call attention to that. Now, from where I'm coming from, because this is actually a cultural difference, because I didn't think anything of it, and to be honest, I actually felt kind of sad for her, because you see, in Greece it's very normal, especially if you have played Assassin's Creed Odyssey, it's very normal to have people swear in any kind of way, whether you call someone malakas, whether you call someone a fat ass, whether you call someone a brainless moron or whatever, even a retard at this point, because as long as you do not mean it, as long as you're saying it in a sense that, it's not hateful towards someone, you're just blowing off steam. Because let me tell you something, people in Greece and in general, like in the Balkans over here, these good countries, all of us together, we have so much pent up frustration that we just really have to find a way to unleash it. And we do not really, and at the same time we find a way of feeling free, of being able to express ourselves without being judged just because of one swear word. Like saying a slur or a bad word in general is not as bad as saying something that you actually mean. Like when I say mean, I'm like saying something over exaggerated, like for example, oh, I love watching kids starve or some shit. Like, you get it, right? Like, as long as you do not mean it and it's something that you say out of the slip of the tongue, or as you know, as again, as a way to blow off the steam. You do not directly say that to someone because you hate them. You're just saying it for the sake of just saying something in the moment to unleash this anger or this frustration. It's something that just works. It's something that just people do, and that is something that most people just, you know, do not really bother by it. But then I go to Twitter, and that is the main reason why Twitter is the dumpster fire that everybody talks about, unfortunately. Tradition is too much different between us. Well, it is, yeah, but again, you shouldn't really be bothered by someone else's, you know, cultural difference. You should like what the Greeks say. This, there is this quote: "Do not take things the raw way." Like there is a metaphor for it. Put some water in your wine. You see, if we were to say metaphorically that your wine is the poison of hate and you taking things the raw way, put some water into it. Meaning that, you know what, do not really be bothered by it. You like take it with a grain of salt. That's what the saying is about. That, you know what, just because someone is different from you or they have some kind of specific personal, you know, aspect that you do not understand because you're not from that country, or you're not really from, you know, you're not really understand the way of thinking, you should not take it personally. In many ways, the Greeks actually do it as a trap too, actually. Like, the Greeks are very, very accustomed on swearing on each other just for the sake of, you know, basically poking at each other to see who bites. What does that mean? It's a reverse psychology. You think that I am the one who has some kind of complex for saying a slur, right? But in reality, you are the one who actually get caught into the trap of me saying the slur and you getting offended by it, even though the slur was not directed at you. Get it? For me, I felt Western people can't able us, can't understand us. What do you mean by able us? Western people have, like, look, technically I am from Europe. Greece is part of Europe. I am technically a Westerner. But you see, Greece had many for a long time, way too much, you know, back and forth with the East. So basically I'm like the most Eastern Westerner that there is. It's kind of ridiculous, actually. You get it? So for me, I do not really, even though I'm technically a Westerner, I do not really have exactly the idea of a Westerner. There is actually a video that I really want to react to. There was actually a subreddit about the Balkans and the countries around the Balkans, which is actually very hilarious, and I really want to react to it right now. To Balkan for you subreddit. You're gonna laugh, actually. The Balkans versus Reddit. I really want to react to this because it actually garnered a lot of attention. And the Balkans have such a good slander. Like, this is a side of the internet that the world does not know about. Maybe they hate us a little bit. Well, look, I do not think they hate someone specifically. I'm afraid that they just hate the whole, you know, cultural difference. Get it? Like, that's their problem. Like, that's a complex they have. I'm afraid that some people are just, you know, some people are just looking for trouble. That is that's what I fear the most. And I do not like that because, you know, when you are the kind of person who always takes the things seriously, a single slur is a reason for you to throw someone under the bus and tell that, you know what, ah, so you're one of those people, and basically try to look down on them on such a way that makes you an unapproachable person. Like, when I say unapproachable, people will not want to give a shit about you because you're having complex issues with the smallest of things, such as a simple slur. So I actually felt bad about this talent because, okay, she said something that was a little bit, okay, whatever. It wasn't very funny, but at the same time, it wasn't really a reason for anyone to make a fuss about it because it was a moment. It was a small hit up moment when playing a video game. It wasn't directed to anyone at all. Yeah, that's the point. That's the point. Yeah, well, yeah. You see, and she actually got so much shit about that. And she even made a small stream about it, apologizing. And I'm like, do you really have to bother at this point? Some people just starting up a fire for the sake of starting up a fire, you know? And you know what? Okay, you apologize for this. You apologize for this slur today. What if it's going to be another slur tomorrow by accident? Like, I do not really like this restriction. If people do not like you because you swear too much, they can fucking leave from the stream. If they hate your guts, then they can just pretend you don't exist. You can just walk right out of the gate, my friend. Like, walk right out of the door. No bad blood. We just don't match in personality. That's it. Okay? Just because I swear, I do not really do it out of hate. I just do it to blow off the steam, to blow off my anger. Like, try to express myself the way I want, just because I want to express myself in that moment. And if you're restricting me, if you're trying to restrict me for that, then I'm just gonna say, have a good day. I do not want to keep up, because if we do keep up like this, we're not gonna have a good time. Nobody's gonna have a good time. And again, I do not like the drama. So yeah. Let me show you this, because I really want to explain to you the Balkans madness. This guy explained everything the best way. The Balkan madness, like the madness of like what it's like to be in this area of the world. Let me tell you something. Sometimes I want if I was born in a Western country like us, or like US or London, or yeah. Let me set up the video real quick. This is it. The Balkans versus Reddit. Because this video explains, goddammit, ads. This video also explains the mentality of our, of the Balkan, ideology, basically. And the problems the Western people have. There are so many people down here in the comments as well who are like, a subreddit bringing Balkans together and helping them by their differences aside, putting their differences aside. Being banned for spreading hate is the most Reddit thing ever. I'm gonna start the video as soon as you tell me what you wanted, Tiger. Excuse me. Except if you actually told me what you wanted and I didn't realize. You told me that you sometimes want to be born in a Western country. Listen to me. I understand that, the need of someone wanting to be born someplace else or at some different time is valid, because, okay, sometimes you think that you cannot really put up with, the basically the problems that were bestowed upon you. And I understand that, but you see, you have to cling on to hope because there could be worse. Like, that is the one thing that you have to think about. Like, do not be like me. Do not see the glass half empty. You should see the glass half full. You know that, you know what? Okay, you know, you, like, let's say, okay, you have a problem in your country. For example, it's the economy. My example, for example. I it's difficult for me to find a job. It's difficult for me to keep up with you know, with rent and such. But I never got hungry. I never, you know, I always had, you know, electricity. I have enough money to, you know, cover up the bill for the internet at the very least. So, okay, things are tough, but at least I can keep up, and things can become better if I keep holding on. You know, I understand that some cases are might be really bad, like downright nightmare bad, but you still have to cling on to hope and, you know, pray for something better. You know, that is something that I just really have to, you know, acknowledge. Like, everybody has to acknowledge that you know what, with misery you cannot do anything. Do not be miserable. Do not drown yourself in vanity. Vanity is probably one of the worst sins you can commit. You know, being hopeless and glorifying this hopelessness. You know, no, it's wrong. You have to keep yourself high. I hope you're right. Trust me, I have thought of this many times myself. Like, as you may know, I am a little bit of a philosopher since, you know, writing scripts is something that basically, you know, goes back and forth on such things. Let me tell you, I am right. You just have to keep at it. You know, there is something good that awaits you at the other end. Like, something that, like, everything might be a tunnel for you, but at the end of the tunnel, there is always light for everyone. It might not be like the perfect ending, or it might not be like the perfect goal. You might not manage to become a millionaire, for example, but, you know, you will manage to get out of the hole, at least from the tunnel. Get it? So hang in there, okay? Anyway, I was talking about the Balkan people. The Balkan people of the internet. Like, this is gonna be very fun. So I really wanted to react to this. Let's watch it.
Hardships in many
Okay,
ways.
excuse me. Let's start it from the beginning.
People cope with hardships in many ways. Some people cry, others get angry, and some just give up. But not if you're from the Balkans. You may think you know the internet, but trust me, you don't know anything about Balkan people internet. One of the funniest and most interesting corners of the web is Balkan people internet. That, in internet years, spans Balkan history, which is so in-depth that you probably couldn't cover it all in one video.
True.
But what you should know is that it consists of some of the greatest empires in history: communism and fascism, religious wars, ethnic wars, world wars, and most recently, internet wars. If you didn't know, it's this region in Europe.
This region right here. Excluding Italy, we have a lot of fucking countries here.
Made up of the following nations. And these nations...
It's Albania, Bosnia and Herzegovina, Serbia, Croatia, Slovenia, Bulgaria, Greece, Turkey, Macedonia, which is actually North Macedonia, excusez-moi, Montenegro, Romania, and maybe Kosovo.
Nations don't particularly like each other. Here's a safe rule when wondering which nation is friends with which in the Balkans. If the two countries share a border, they don't like each other. If they don't share a border, there's a 70% chance they don't like each other. One of the defining characteristics of the typical Balkan YouTube commenter is nationalism. But I don't want you to interpret this as a nationalist in the West.
Now, this is important, by the way. Pay attention to that.
America, we don't tolerate that kind of crap, sir.
In the Balkans, nationalism is the norm.
Meaning, identification with one's own nation and support for its interests especially to the exclusion or detriment of the interests of other nations. Yeah.
Due to the many hardships endured by these people, oftentimes inflicted by neighboring countries, when I say hardships, I'm not talking a trade agreement fell through, I'm talking wars, annexations, and genocides.
Yep.
You get what I mean?
Yep.
To show you what I mean, here are some examples.
Gay Greece, home of sexuality. Long live the Ottoman Empire.
Bulgarians above all. Bulgarians rulers of the world. Bulgarians were invincible warriors.
Ψάχνεις original
What the fuck?
ελληνικό...
Hey, I didn't want ads. God fucking damn it. Shut the fuck up. There we go.
Bulgarians creators of almost all civilizations.
Now, you might see these as bad or hilarious, depending on who you are, but remember, nationalism is the norm for people who grew up here. So they took to the internet to share their disdain for each other, posting some of the most ridiculous and unintentional...
Read this one is worth it. I'm Albanian and I want to say one thing. Serbs and Albanians, wake up. We are the same. You don't remember what we were before Milosevic? Brothers. In the Middle Age, we were great allies and we always make free Balkans. We were the Balkan Knights. Also in 1888, Albanian from North helped Serbs to make the first state of Serbia. The father of my grandfather was there. We are one, dudes. We are one, dudes, one. Milosevic make you mind that with him Serbia was beautiful, but it wasn't. Many Serbs say to me these were in Italy. Respect from Christian and Albania in Albania that keep the tradition with Serbs. It was war, and that's why many Serbs and Albanians died. That's why we claim that war is bad. We're not the same. We didn't fuck. Oh man! Oh Christ!
Hilarious comments of all time without a shred of irony. But if you know anything about internet irony, you know things tend...
Awful person, ironic awful person. Not sure if you're awful and now. Not sure if you're awful now. All right, stay away from this guy. And it continues
to go in a circle. These comments were so ridiculous that people started creating archives of them in places like r/Balkan People Internet, which would go on to be banned for promoting nationalism, which is the opposite of what it was supposed to do. It was making fun of the nationalism, but this will be a theme going forward, trust me. The irony would be pushed so far that people would start parodying their own cultures, not just other cultures, which ended up creating one of the greatest and most influential subreddits of all time. Not just for Reddit, but for internet culture. They created r/2Balkan for you. This community took Balkan People Internet and cranked up the irony.
Man, he's fighting with a dildo.
The whole point of this community was Balkan people coming together to make fun of each other by parodying their own national each other.
War crimes and gay poor and war crimes create Serbia. Racist and poor creates Albania. Racist, poor, war crimes, gay. All oh crap. God damn it. I cannot say it's entirely false. Neither from my own country at this point.
By parodying their own nationalism, which in turn spawned some of the most iconic internet memes of this generation. The most blank in blank meme was widely popularized due to its use on 2Balkan for you. It also included parodying the stereotypes that were used by many Balkan internet posters. Now you as an outsider might look at this and say, hey, these people are making fun of each other based on things that I'm not comfortable with, therefore it's not okay. But I present a counter argument.
Now this is the point. This is the point I was talking about, the important point, okay?
Culture is nothing like your culture. First of all, it's normal in Balkan culture to make fun of people and to not take that personally. Second of all, remember all of these countries raise people to be extremely proud of their heritage and their roots because historically there is a very good chance they've been wronged by their neighbors at some point in the past due to the sheer volume of history in the Balkans.
Well, I have to be honest with you. I read history quite a lot, especially my own countries, obviously, because they help me for my, my scripts. My friend, let me tell you something. There is no country that is basically, the Holy Land. All countries have in some way done wrong to each other. And that's just in the past now. You just have to accept it now. It is part of history, but it's not our day and age. You should not, find yourself in in hatred because once upon a time there was some guy who committed some war crime or something, and that's why you hate this entire land. For example, it's basically you will not actually you will not, just because someone speaks German, he's not a Nazi. You get it? Like, that's the thing. Like, you get it, right? You cannot hate an entire nation for in its entire existence just because at some point in history they did something wrong. And that also includes Greece, okay? I'm not excluding my own country and say that we are perfect. Perhaps for other countries, Greece has done some stupid things too, which I probably also agree. But again, there is no perfect country. Let's get that in our minds, okay? And keep ourselves a little bit open-minded about all this.
As a result of this, a lot of people would just avoid talking to anyone from a neighboring country due to the stereotypes they were raised on. Two Balkan for You flipped this narrative completely on its head by uniting people from the Balkans.
Man, this is the perfect this is the perfect like this is the perfect picture. Everybody is a troll from every country excluding Italy. Ooh, look at the face of Italy right there. Oh man, I love Italians, okay? Obviously, you have to not take it personally. It's a joke for the sake of being a joke, because if you don't get it, regardless of the expression of the face, Italy also has a troll face, get it? And everyone has a troll face, because that's the thing. We're all just making fun of each other, and we are just not giving a shit about it. We're just having fun. Even for having something so obscure as seeing something as fun, yes, we do see it as fun. And I love it. Even though I have never participated, like, I'm not too much of a Reddit guy, but I do watch Balkan Slander because I just laugh my ass off with everything.
On its head by uniting people from the Balkans with one thing they all had in common: nationalism. This video was made possible.
God damn it. We all got united because we all know that we hate each other.
By Raycon. Look, you already know what Raycon is.
Anyway,
Passive noise accident. Raycon.com /GhostGump.
Support the guy.
15% off your Raycon purchase. Thank you, Raycon, for sponsoring this video. Let's get back into it.
To think that Raycon actually sponsors Balkan videos. Hell yeah.
It's this nationalism for their countries that they were able to bond over. Many users of Two Balkan for You argue that they would have never had perspectives on their neighbors and their upbringing.
Wait, this is perfect. This is another perfect page right here. Balkaners before joining Two Balkan for You, and everybody is at each other's throats, ready to rumble.
Two Balkan for You argue that they would have never had.
And Balkaners after joining, all of us united because we know that we've done shit to each other, but regardless, we are all shit anyway. All together, we are shit.
Perspectives on their neighbors and their upbringings had it not be for the subreddit, when in reality they have a lot more in common than they originally thought. I guess you could say it was ironic, realizing they hated each other was the reason they came together, but either way, they came together. One of the heads of Two Balkan for You has explicitly stated—
By the way, the head is actually a Greek, Ilias Papas, that's a very Greek name. Never in Balkan history you will see such a space where Balkaners actually unite by using what made them so split off with each other: nationalism. Nationalism is in Balkan society is huge. It completely paints a perspective for your country and the country next to you. I can't even count the amount of Turkish friends I made because of Two Balkan for You, or the Macedonian friends. If Two Balkan for You never existed, over 120k people at the peak of the sub would still think as the ordinary masses in the Balkans and just only see their own nationalistic perspective.
That if it weren't for the subreddit, he, as a Greek person, would have never met his Macedonian or Turkish friends. He claims that if the subreddit never existed, tons of Balkan people would still hold the same perspective.
Wait a minute,
what
was that? What was that? I want to read that.
Jarvis,
I'm arguing with a Greek. Pull up the list of countries of external debt.
of Balkan people would still hold the same perspective of their neighbors. They were also able to turn up the irony and laugh at the people who took their nationalism seriously. So in a bizarre, roundabout, layered way, they cooled the tensions in historically one of the most tense regions on the entire planet.
True.
It's like cranking up the AC and the heat at the same time to achieve an average temperature.
And we
And
managed.
it worked. Now you see, this perspective is a bit nuanced and hard to understand if you don't have a background in the Balkans. Although you could just talk to a Balkan person about that to get the perspective, but hey, it might take a second to realize that even if I don't like this, these people are okay with making fun of each other and being made fun of. Reddit admins do not think like this. You see, there's one type of person that no matter
You see, and this is like the point where even the poor, this is a point where people who do not get it get into the fray.
matter what, people in 2 Balkan for You unironically hate it. People from the West. And nobody embodies the stereotypical, terminally online, babied Western person than the average Redditor. A couple of people came after 2 Balkan for You, most notably the users of AHS, but it was nothing more than people just complaining, failing to understand the point of the subreddit, which wasn't to be mean or hurtful, but make fun of that. It was just a small group of Redditors though, so who really cares? 2 Balkan for You did take some steps in changing the subreddit to be more advertiser friendly in order to not get it banned, such as changing some user flares and making sure no unironic stuff got through. But this wouldn't stop them from the attack that was about to come. Not from the Reddit mods, but the Reddit admins, in particular one notoriously awful admin. Now, as previously discussed in another video, admins and mods are very different people. To understand this simply, admins are paid employees of Reddit, whereas mods are basically slaves. Mods are the ones who get individuals banned, admins are the ones who get entire subs banned. Now, in doing research for this video, I got in touch with the head admin of 2 Balkan for You, who had direct interactions with a certain Reddit admin. The messages between them perfectly paint the picture
And
of why
the guy's, yes, Elias from before. Yeah, like that is the guy who was actually trying. They put the Greek to, well, the best choice if you ask me. They put the Greek into, being the negotiator. But I'm pretty sure he didn't manage.
2 Balkan for You was banned. So this admin, Cheetor, I think that's how you pronounce it, is the one we're going to be talking about. You might know her because she got caught abusing her powers on r/place to erase stuff she didn't like, essentially defeating the whole purpose of Place. Cheetor had taken some issue with 2 Balkan for You, citing that the user flares were in direct violation of Reddit Rule 1. Here are the user flares on screen that they used to make fun of each other.
Wait a minute. In Albania, Gayrik Gege, Bosniak fake people, Slovenian fanboy, Serbian landlocked, Croatian nuts, Turk roach, Ottoman. Oh no, man! I should not read this shit out loud. Bulgar horde, Monkidonian, Montenegro sleepers, and Romanian gypsy. Oh Christ!
Other, you can be the judge for yourself.
Oh my
Whether
God.
you agree these violate the rules or not, the mods had to agree to the conditions. The mods simply wanted an explanation on why they had their user flares removed, as Cheetor had just removed them without giving them any warning or any heads up. They explained the point of these user flares was to make fun of people who were using them seriously in the real world. They also argued that they're criticizing themselves, not others. Therefore, it's okay because everyone here is in on it. Either way, the mods
True.
said they'd be willing to change the flares if they got them back, giving Cheetor what they wanted if they would just leave 2 Balkan for You alone. Now, if you look at the messages, it's clear Cheetor didn't even look at the response and just doubled down, saying that their word was final and they wouldn't be getting their flares back no matter what, because...
Hey, I do not want ads. Come on, man. Ads again? Power trip. Okay.
But Cheetor, being the hero she was, wouldn't stop there. They mentioned 2 Balkan for You was promoting hate and gave examples. The mods claim that these
Wait a
posts
minute, what
weren't
was
even
that?
promoting hate, and example.
All territory in green is rightfully Greek. Disagree, Turk. Yes, indeed.
The mods claimed that these posts weren't even promoting hate, and they also said they were trying to keep the subreddit as clean as possible, but felt they were being unfairly treated and given too short of a leash. They also pointed out that nobody on the sub was getting offended, who, keep in mind, were the butt end of these jokes, but it was a Western person coming into another culture telling them what was okay and what wasn't. They pointed out that the posts mentioned were against hatred. The whole point of them was to make fun of
Wait a minute.
nationalists in the
I want to read
region
that.
by were against
Westerners. No, I'm not racist. Stop calling me that. I also don't like the hate speech. You're lying. Kneel before the oppressed races. Balkaners. Okay, I'm sorry. I actually do not know how to read. I'm sorry. I actually do not know how to read any of these languages, but you get it, right? You just speak your language. You're like, man, ας το διάλογο το χάμω ρε, τσογλάνι, ξέρω, or something like that. You just swear at someone in your own language and you just, just move on with your day.
Hatred. The whole point of them was to make fun of nationalists in the region by parodying them to a ridiculous extent. They also claim that a Reddit admin should be helping them to make sure their community is within guidelines, not going on a power trip and harassing them because they don't understand it. They even asked for contact with another admin who didn't have the comedic understanding of a 4-year-old, but instead, Cheetor made it so every post on 2Balkan for You had to be filtered by the mods. Keep in mind, it had over 100,000 users, basically creating a spam subreddit where no posts could be made and it was run into the ground.
Damn.
All of this eventually culminated.
You see, like, God damn it. This is the point. Like, these drawings right here, even you can see a little bit of the Greek flag as well. This is just something that you can't get away with saying the slur from before. This is like us, the band of retards, basically. But again, you're making fun of yourself. Like, you're just not taking offense by the fact that, you know what? We are wrong and we are united because we are wrong. Or because we're just jackasses.
This eventually culminated in the deletion and ending of 2Balkan for You.
Damn
A
it.
sad day in internet history. But the Balkan philosophy stayed the same until the very end. We own the subreddit, but we don't own the community. The community owns itself. And that was the end of Balkan People Internet for good.
Yeah. It's like posts, upvotes, even entire, servers come and go. But the community is forever.
Just kidding. These people have survived the strongest empires in history and each other. You think some Reddit admin could kill them? Here is Balkans IRL.
God damn it probably has some of the bestest memes out there. You will not get it if you're not from the Balkans, though. Balkans IRL. Damn. Just gotta enjoy that. As a Greek, I can confirm the subreddit was too powerful for the Westerner. As a Greek, the concept of people coming together because they realize they hate for each other is something they have in common in the most Balkan thing I've ever heard. Indeed, like, I do not want ads, man. Fuck me. Damn it. As a Serb who never knew this sub existed, I lost my shit when I read the flares. I was crying in laughter and I wish I had an opportunity to be part of it. But sadly, it wasn't meant to be. Thanks for the eye-opening video. What is this? As a proud former 2Balkan for You member, I have to say that I was very saddened by the news. Being so angry, I started looking for the Reddit admins so I can steal a bit of their property and declare it rightfully Romanian territory. Glory to Romania and the United States of Romania. Oh man. Oh, did you really expected that this was going to be like the... This was going to be the rewind of my... This was going to be the rewind video of me. Like, shit. Good thing that I just called it chatting instead of just, calling it a rewind, because this is more like me just keep pushing forward regardless. As a Macedonian, hearing about Greeks and Bulgarians being nice to us actually warms my heart. You don't see that every day. Well, North Macedonia. Anyway, screw it. I will not bother with it. Yeah, okay, I get it. True, it is something that you have to feel proud for. As a Greek, I'm proud to never have touched Reddit or Twitter ever in my life. Yeah, the only reason I touched it is because I just wanted, clout. I'm joking, obviously. Man, if I really was to get any viewers if I was to get any viewers from Twitter, at this point I would have been so big. Like, I would have way too many people watch me, more than I would probably be comfortable with, because now I'm actually questioning myself, will I really react to something like this if more people were to watch me right now? Oh well, what can you do? Reddit admin doesn't understand what the point is of the subreddit. Reddit admin messages the mods and gives them logistically impossible tasks, like making sure every single comment on every single post is okay. Reddit admin bans the subreddit because the mods couldn't keep up with their impossible demands. This is a semi-stealthy way of admins banning a subreddit they don't like but don't have solid grounds on banning. As the mod of a fairly large subreddit, I have seen this happen to other subs before, to Balkan for You, and now watching it currently happen to political compass memes. Oh man, actually that sounds very hilarious by name. I probably, the memes over there would probably be very good. The moment the first message from the admin is sent, their mind was already made from the start, and all they do is wait for the mods to sleep up to deliver the sentence they already decided on months ago. Yeah, you see, people, might actually, they might actually, try to do some. They try to do some shady thing like that in order to, basically, just do their own way of, just throwing out their own rule. It's bad, but what can you do? If Reddit itself does not do anything about it, then it's like trying to explain for the 100th time. Like trying to explain for the 100th time that, to YouTube that it's not fair to be able to summon copyright, the copyright a video if they don't really have make a full on they haven't actually watched it, basically. Anyway, yeah. Oh man, I'm already on the 2-hour mark. Okay, I guess I'm gonna have to keep closing because I really have to. To move on with my day. Okay. I have to prepare for the New Year's, so. Oh my god, Santa Kratos via AI art. Oh my god, you need to see this. Look at that. This is weird, but you've got to see this. Look at that. Man, he has like this symbol is a little bit off, but still, the armor is what I like the most. I almost wish that something like this was in the game. Man, you can see though that AI art is not really finalized very well. Look at the hand over here; it's very mushed. And the head is a little bit like he got bonked with a fucking hammer on the edge over here or whatever. Anyway. Yeah, I guess you have to embrace yourself in many ways, you know. Sometimes I'm just, you know, perhaps you cannot fit in your way. Like, no, you can fit in with your own way. You cannot fit in with the way others want. Get it? Like, as a male VTuber and as someone who is streaming for fucking Greece, I have this feeling that the algorithm is cheating on me from time to time. Or perhaps, you know, just I'm not really that interesting. That is something that I would like to change, but as of now, I do not really have the resources to do so. So I would rather just stream for the sake of actually streaming something than not do anything at all. Get it? Thus, I'm gonna have to, you know, become more creative, and at the same time, I have to embrace the fact that, you know what, I am who I am, and it is what it is, and I'll just keep up with what I got. So, okay, maybe I will not manage to do something too great next year. Or maybe I will. I will not let it get me down. I really hope for everyone that this is going to be a great year for everything they want to achieve. But at the same time, I will be realistic and be like, okay, you know what? Just, you know... Oh, god damn it, this is a nice picture, excuse me. I will show you this picture. Just give me a second to finish what I was saying. Sometimes you should just get through the year instead of this is something that I basically learned from 2020. You see, back in 2019, things were going very well for me. And I actually believed for a long while that things will stay like this. Only for 2020 to come in and things went downhill fast. Especially with my actual job back then. So, for me, it's like the kind of thing where you just have to have patience, you know? Like, you cannot force... this is something that I have said before. You cannot force the dream to happen. You have to let the dream happen. So it would be better to just get through the year than just pushing yourself so hard on doing something great and ultimately, getting burned out, disappointed yourself, and at the end you will probably fade into obscurity, because if you feel so disappointed, you will not be able to keep up at all, and this will lead probably to a mental breakdown at worst. And working yourself to a mental breakdown is not right. Thus, you just have to, be patient. I have some small goals for next year. I just hope things will be good. Or at the very least, even if things are not good, I'm just hoping to have more fun. Anyway, the picture I wanted to show you. It's a picture about actors with their stunt doubles. Johnny Depp. I actually do not know who this is. There's Wolverine, but I still do not remember the name. Rock. I do not remember his name either. And the best one of them all, Jackie Chan. My favorite, man. I have to be honest with you. I am more of a Jackie Chan guy than a Bruce Lee kind of guy. I always loved Jackie Chan. I always loved him. I loved his movies. I loved his personality as an actual person. And I just really, really love that man. The fact that he's such a, you know, the fact that he's such a, you know, hardworking man. Perhaps this is like one of my goals, to become a little bit more hardworking. Perhaps be able to, you know, perhaps be able to think of more things to do and actually do them well. Once I get a job, I'm afraid I'm gonna have to, you know, not stream as much, because, you know, having a full-time job and streaming is really bad. Like, especially if the, you know, if it's kind of in the center of Athens, my job, perhaps I will end up, you know, having to spend an hour on the road to go, an hour to come back, plus 8 hours, which is the actual work, a total of 10 hours a day just to work. Not to mention that I'm gonna need time to, you know, prepare for anything that I have other planned, like my other activities, such, eating, spending time with my family, taking a bath or something, making up a little bit of my room to not have it all messy and have fucking cockroaches everywhere or some shit. Before you know it, the day is over. That's why it won't be possible for me to stream as frequently as I stream now, 3 times a week. I will probably, you know, schedule a single stream, and I'm gonna be planning on making more videos instead. You know, it's instead of spending 2 or 3 hours downright streaming, it would be best just to, you know, just make a you know, some kind of analysis video or something like that, that would possibly, you know, that could possibly, you know, maybe make things a little bit more stable for my actual schedule after I get a job. And it will give me a steady growth. Because Tiger was right today. I wish things were a little bit different. I wish they were like it was like the final, you know, like the final day of November. I had like 5 people here talking. My God, that was a good day. I was actually having so much fun that day. You see, it's people the ones that actually make your day. And many people who actually go into famous streamers, and these famous streamers really say that, you know, you guys are the world to me. They probably do not really feel the impact the same way the streamer does. Because me, as a streamer, I did felt it, you know. I had viewers that one day, and now I don't have viewers, and I will not sugarcoat it, okay? I'm not depressed about it. I'm not sad about it either. And I'm not actually, you know, ashamed of it either. Then I'm not really that experienced, and let alone I'm not really that much of a big deal. But I really, you know, I really feel it. You know, the fact that, you know what, other people are what makes your day, and without these other people making your day, you know, without having someone to crack, you know, to crack a joke or have some kind of conversation or overall enjoy pleasant time with other people, things are getting boring and downright lonely. Thus, I personally, you know, hope for the fact that, you know what, perhaps by the end of the next year, I'm gonna have at the very least 5, maybe 10 people hanging out with me. And one more thing, I really want to enhance a little bit my lore. Like, I do feel ashamed for that, actually. I will not hide it, though. I should actually, as a writer, make my lore a little bit more, you know, impressive. Perhaps that's one goal that I definitely have on mind, and I will manage to, give you something this year. I just need some time to make it just fine, maybe make a small visual novel video about it or something like that. That would actually be very, very good. A small visual novel video that would actually get some attraction, would actually probably bring some people in. Who knows? By the way, Amatsuka Uto actually just tweeted she's planning to make a stream on YouTube in a... Oh, she's actually streaming right now. Okay, so go watch Amatsuka Uto right now, okay? Right after I finish my stream, because I just really love watching. I really love Amatsuka. I'm sorry. It's not about being just cute. This girl is clever, and she's a really good, first person good gamer. And it's been a while since she actually made a stream on YouTube. I'm glad she's back, and she also teased a new model. Excellent. So. It was a great year. Here's, cheers up. Cheers for an even greater year. Okay? Again, realistically speaking, but I really do hope for the best. And I really hope the best for you too, man. For everyone who has been here with me. For this, even though I have been around for only 3 months, I have actually, talked to quite a few people. At the very least 10. Mickey, Tiger, Hamburger, Nebulae, Minya. I have a lot of people who actually, did bothered to actually, have a conversation with me, and it was always so fun. It was fun because having the company of others is always something that, it's always something that at the end of the day, you realize that, it's other people, the ones that really make your world, make life interesting, and overall the entire year interesting. Like any other year, this was a year with our ups and downs, but I can safely say that we had more ups than downs this year. Anyway, I shall not stall anymore. I should just say, Happy New Year. Wish you the best. Wish you good health. And uni. My god, I forgot uni. I'm an idiot. Man. I hope November has to be like the month for the next year. That is going to be just like, let's do this. Like, yeah. It's going to be the culture year. Tiger, hello. I'm going to close the stream right now because I have to, prepare for the new year. Okay? I wish you Happy New Year, my friend. And I'm also calling out everyone who was here this year for us. I hope they will have time to show up at some point yet again. Or perhaps we're going to make even more friends with the new year. How about that? Don't worry, for as of things are, I'm still, I'm still very committed to this. I'm not planning to stop at any time. I'm just gonna keep at it. Okay, Happy New Year. Yeah. Wish you good health, my friend, and wish you the best, okay? So, I'm getting going now. I'm going. I'll see you next year. Okay, see ya. But I have to be honest with you, man. I really do not want my videos to be really that melancholic. But I have to be honest with you. I cannot help it but philosophize. Okay, I'm sorry. I should not actually ramble at the end of the stream like this, but you know, this is how I am. I have this feeling, like I have some insecurities, okay? Perhaps these are also reasons for me to, you know, these are also reasons for me to, you know, be better for the next year. By the way, I also find out that my BRB screen, I actually recorded it, and I accidentally recorded the audio of the stream I was doing at the time, and it was a mess. Like, you can actually hear, not right now, I have closed it, but you could actually hear from my previous stream, yesterday's stream, that I accidentally have the goddamn, you know, I had it, you know, on. Squid. Good day. Have a good day, friend. Tiger. I'm sorry. See ya.